Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here, and today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Jonathan India in the box now. No balls and a strike. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Now here is T.J. Friedl. Bieber, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact not too many hits either. 1 down, base is empty. That one fouled off. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Jake Fraley. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike guys out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
To the right side. The throw to first. That's the 3rd out. Reds down in order. And now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Cleveland, and today's starting pitcher, Hunter Green.
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch the contacts, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him, and he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different offerings. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire, so he knows he'll have to work in all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And a pitch. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Waste no time there. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Ripped to third and caught. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
Batting third, the third baseman, Ramirez.
Here's Jose Ramirez. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is gone. Jose Ramirez bops one out, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. Came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but it needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
And now it's Josh Naylor. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add a run. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's Andres Jimenez. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Benson going back on this one. Hits the fence. The relay, and in there with a double off the wall.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Oscar Gonzalez digs in for the Guardians. Now a screamer into the outfield. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And in to score the runner from second. Just a careless job of getting it in from the outfield there.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's Mike Zunino. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And it hits the top of the wall. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. You might be wondering, how did he only get a single out of that drive? Well, that was a masterful defensive play out there in center. He couldn't make the catch, but he played it perfectly in terms of getting the ball back into the infield. And ultimately, I think...
and this ball gets down. It's a hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 5-0.
I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Alex Young.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with a lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Doubled his first time up. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And puts the squeeze on that one. And the inning is over. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. Second inning set to go. And now Tyler Stevenson. And the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. 0-1 now. Popped up. Jimenez makes the grab, 1 away.
That is fair. The first baseman, Jason Vossler.
Jason Vossler getting ready to hit.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Gets under it and pops it up. Ramirez snags it for the second out.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first two innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
2 outs, base is empty. Will Myers now.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. On the ground, right side. Jimenez tosses to first. That ends the frame. Nobody left for Cincinnati. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the inning. Here's a speed threat, Ahmed Rosario.
The shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And that's ripped into left, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Back-to-back singles. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Here's Josh Bell. In the air out towards right center. Friedel sizing this one up. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
2 on with 1 out. Here's Josh Naylor. And that one hammered. That's back there. And off the base of the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 6-0.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Andres Jimenez digs in now. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. This one smoked out to left. 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Oscar Gonzalez digs in for the Guardians. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Ripped into right field, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 7-0.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So in now for Cleveland, Mike Zunino.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Slice to right. Myers makes the catch, inning over. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. We played 2 full. It's the Guardians 7 and the Reds nothing. Back here at the ballpark, on to the 3rd inning. Here's the rookie third baseman, Spencer Steer. Steer goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Ramirez sends it first, and one away in the top of the third.
Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 30, Will.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Will Benson. Shane Bieber's control and command some of the best in the game. 2017, the year before he made his big league debut, he struck out 162 batters and walked just 10 across 3 levels of the minors. Also worth noting, his favorite player growing up, Greg Maddux. Got him swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance. Get him out of there.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out, and we'll end the inning. Reds go down quietly. They continue to trail 7-0. As we go to the last of the third. Leading off, Miles Straw.
The center fielder.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. In there safely.
Well, most guys would have a double out of that, but for elite speed like his, that's an automatic double. He's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
So digging in, Stephen Kwan. Laced to right center, base hit. The run scores from third. It's 8-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
He was all over that one. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So man aboard. Ahmed Rosario digs in for the Guardians. Line drive. Friedel makes the grab. One pitch and one out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
So up next, Jose Ramirez. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Run comes in from second, and they now lead by 9. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Comes through with the RBI. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
Buck Farmer on the pitch here.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Josh Bell at the plate now. Rip to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. An absolutely majestic shot, and they add to the lead. It's 11-0.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. That one drilled left field. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping up for the Guardians, Andres Jimenez. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Around second now, going for 3.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And stepping in is the speedy Oscar Gonzalez. Foul ball. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So 2 down. Mike Zunino digs in for the Guardians. That one is hammered right field. Myers going back some more. Gone. Mike Zunino the opposite way, and they boost their lead. It's 14-0.
Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Ready reliever out of the pen, Joel Kuhnel.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
2 outs, nobody on. Miles Straw, the next to hit. Into center. And it drops in.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. That one the other way and makes the play, and that's out number 3. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. 3 innings complete. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back, and now it's going to be Jonathan India. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Next offering is in for a strike.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me.
The center fielder,
TJ Friedel will hit next. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Zunino makes the grab. 2 down.
now batting, the designated hitter, Jake. Fraley.
Now it's the Reds DH, Jake Fraley. Grounded out his first time. Swings through that one for strike one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
The Reds hitless so far in the game. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Ramirez makes the catch, and that'll do it. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. Cleveland's out front, 14-0. Back here in Cleveland, John Chabi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Ahmed Rosario. The pitch. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. And he's got a double.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So man aboard, stepping in the long ball threat, Jose Ramirez.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And it goes just foul.
You know, these Guardians putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the 3rd, so they've set the table for a win. And now...
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He leaves the yard to right, and they add a pair. It's 16-0.
Guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And the batter now, Josh Bell.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Line drive caught.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
And up next for Cleveland, Josh Naylor. Line drive, base hit.
Up next for Cleveland, the second baseman.
One gone, runner at first. So in now for Cleveland, Andres Jimenez. Liner caught at second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Man at first, stepping up for the Guardians, Oscar Gonzalez. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now a wide throw to third.
Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And next is the Guardians catcher, Mike Zunino.
Flashed his power last time. Blasted one over the wall to the opposite field.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Slings it across. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. Jose Ramirez with the homer here. We've played 4. Major League Baseball is on the show. We go to the top of the 5th, and now Tyler Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson.
Bieber back to work. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
Well, these Reds just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt. But it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Now, Jason Vossler. First time up was a pop out. And that one fouled off. The Reds yet to pick up a hit here. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Right fielder, number 4.
2 outs, base is empty. Will Myers now at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. On the corner for a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Reds down in order. Still 16-0. And welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And here is Miles Straw. The right-hander back to work. In the air out to center. And makes the grab. And there's one down.
Now batting. No left fielder.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down.
Now batting. Shortstop.
And up next for Cleveland, Ahmed Rosario. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And in scoring position with 2 away. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. The 2-run shot, and they add to their lead. It's 18-0.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Derek Law. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Derek Law.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Bell. Out towards right center field. That one hops against the fence. Safely into second. He's got a double. Man at second here with 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor. In the air, right field. Myers drops steps, heads back on it. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is that. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. 5 innings complete. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. Top 6. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Bieber back to work. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
That's in there. And the count 1-1. There's a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Next for Cincinnati, Will Benson. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one's in there, 0-1. The Reds still looking for their first hit in this one. And that is cut on and missed. 0-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Gonzalez trying to get there. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 2.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jose Barrero. Flied to right his first time. Barrero, 24 years old, and he was born in Cuba. 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So he's perfect through 6. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. The Guardians lead it 18-0. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the 6th inning. And now, Andres Jimenez.
The second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
The wide to kick the pitch. This one lifted in the air, left field. He's got it. 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Oscar Gonzalez. Law goes 6 feet 3 inches, 225 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Lifted in the air, right field. He's there. He's got it. Out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. And next is the Guardians catcher, Mike Zunino.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one is going to go. A solo shot. His second home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 19-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And now here is Miles Straw. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. It's a double, his fourth hit of the game.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. And a base hit up the middle. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Ahmed Rosario digs in now. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And the batter now, Jose Ramirez. And a base hit into right. Myers quickly throws it in. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Now fly ball to right center. Friedel on the move to his left. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. We're through 6 full. Guardians on top 20-0. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Jonathan India. The wind of the pitch. Ball 1 low. And he pumps it a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got it by him for the K.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Pitch is in there. That is strike 2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. In there for strike one.
0-1.
Right-hander kick steals. Out to short, Rosario. Tosses across to first. Third out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional seventh-inning thread.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Fernando Cruz.
Cincinnati, number 63, Fernando Cruz.
So digging in, Josh Naylor.
For the Guardians, the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Here comes a pitch. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Throw is high and over his head. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error. Now here is Andres Jimenez. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Friedel hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Oscar Gonzalez.
Now it's going to be Oscar Gonzalez. Sliced hard but foul. Yo one. Fouled off down the right side. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 22-0.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
And here's the catcher, Mike Zunino. Well struck left field. It's got a chance. And it is gone. Mike Zunino pops one out of here. That's his third home run of the game. And they add on. It's 23-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Ian Gibaut. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So one out, nobody on. Miles Straw, the next to hit. Next offering, popped in the air, right field. Myers pulls that one down, and there are two outs.
Left fielder, Steven Kwan.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stepping up for the Guardians, Steven Kwan. Good contact guy, good defender. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. He powers one out to right field, and they add a run. It's 24-0.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And here is Ahmed Rosario. Rocketed out towards right center. That's a base hit, and that extends the inning.
I mean, come on, have a game. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it's gone! His 4th home run of the game. And they add a couple more. It's 26-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
New pitcher for the Reds, Raver Sanmartin.
Now pitching for the Reds, number 52, Raver Sanmartin.
So 2 away with nobody on. Josh Bell digs in for the Guardians. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay not going to get him. He's in there. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Josh Naylor getting ready to hit. That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. The run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Stepping in, Andres Jimenez. Ripped on a line to center. And it's gone. He crushes that one to center field, and they add to the lead. It's 29-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 2 down. Oscar Gonzalez digs in for the Guardians. Line drive, Adam in center field. But they put a 9 spot up on the board here to open up a big lead. 8th inning coming up. The Guardians lead this one 29-0. Welcome back. We're at the top of the 8th. At the plate, Tyler Stevenson.
Not a single base runner through the first 7 innings for these guys. They've had no answer.
Comebacker to the mound, and it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game.
Tough to see the no end here with just 6 outs to go, Boog, but still a great performance on the mound, and now we'll see if he can get right back to work and go after the next guy.
So man aboard, Jason Vossler, the next to hit for the Reds, and first offering is fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Stevenson gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Myers at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. And the righty deals. Struck him out looking.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Steer now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one. And here it comes. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Righty to the plate. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here in Cleveland, ready for the bottom of the 8th. So in now for Cleveland, Mike Zunino. The wind and the pitch. That one ripped. That's back there. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Miles Straw digs in for the Guardians.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. That's a laser base hit. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a laser off the bat. This looks like extra bases. And now let's see if he goes for it. Ahmed Rosario now at the plate. Back up the middle and a base hit. 1 run across.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Alexis Diaz.
For Cincinnati, number 43, Alexis Diaz.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Digging in, Jose Ramirez. Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here.
Unreal. absolutely unreal, Boog. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget. A performance that clearly will go down in history as one of the best ever. And I'm just in awe of what we've seen. And he's getting a standing O for me right now.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Josh Bell. This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And gone!
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
Base is empty, 1 away. Josh Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Into left center for a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his second double of the game. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Naylor around third. He'll score, and they extend their lead.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Man at second with 1 away. And up next for Cleveland, Oscar Gonzalez. Laced down the line, could be extra bases. And it bangs off the top of the wall. The run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow. And in its second with an RBI double. Here's the catcher, Mike Zunino.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
And it's fouled away. Oh, 1 down. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. The run comes in to score from second, and they extend their lead.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Man at first with 1 gone. And now the center fielder, Miles Straw. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Base knock center field, and that should be extra bases. And it's off the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on, and the lead continues to grow.
That's back-to-back singles for him. He hit the ball so well right there, and I really thought it was going to carry out of here, but that's definitely the big part of the yard, and you just really have to get a hold of one to drive it out in that part of the ballpark. But you can't be mad about driving one off the wall.
Next to hit, Ahmed Rosario. Laced down the line, base hit right field. 1 run is in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. One away, runners at second and third. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. He has, as they like to say, light tower power. Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And now the DH, Josh Bell. Fought off foul. Kicks and fires. Hammered, base hit.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
And now Josh Naylor. Liner, base hit. Bell rounds second on his way to third.
All over that one right there. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Andres Jimenez. Down the line towards the corner. Benson towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch.
Now batting, right fielder, Oscar.
And now the right fielder, Oscar Gonzalez.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
In the air, right field. Myers drifts towards it, makes the grab, and that's the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the ninth as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Back now at Progressive Field. We go to the ninth. Now the left fielder, Will Benson. And he deals. Swing and a miss, strike one.
These guys have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
The 0-2. Goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
In now for the Reds, Jose Barrero. It's softly on the ground left side. Whips it across. Now only 1 out remaining.
Up next to Cincinnati, the second baseman,
Jonathan India at the plate. And that's in there for strike one.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, if he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
Well, this one ends in a blowout for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes.
So I'm lounging around with my crew just chillin'. I'm wearing black and white, but I ain't no villain. When all of a sudden I get this rumbling feeling. It's my stomach, it's telling me I need to be grilling some hamburgers, you know, that big fat and juicy, the ones that be having you licking your lips profusely. And when you take a bite, you no longer feel down, cause with that taste of perfection in your mouth, you can't frown. Life's so good when you're eating a burger, it's so unhealthy, it's like artery murder. But you don't even care cause it tastes so good, it's like
hamburger, hamburger, hamburger,
yum.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. Big Mac, Whopper, Big Mac,